Looks like your wishes are coming true. It's closer than you think. The Chariot here. You have the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles flanking each side, with the Chariot, the World, and the Nine of Cups in the middle. So you're going to be sharing these all of these cups with somebody that's of equal stature. This King of Cups is devoted, he's family oriented, leads with his heart, very open with his heart. You're, as a Queen of Pentacles, you're more grounded, you're generous, you're stable. You have an air to you of high society, even if that isn't really the case. You carry yourself well, basically. You carry yourself with respect, and it shows. But there's an obstacle here to overcome in order to get, the end, the world, the happily ever after kind of scenario here. There's always a catch. There's always a challenge. So it does look like there is success and achievement coming your way, which is coming true, abundance in all the forms. So it is leaning more towards you actually succeeding in what you're going to be challenged with. 2:02 on the clock. The Hierophant. There might be a marriage here. As soon as the Hierophant popped out, it was 2:12. So it's a coming together, right? 2:22 on the clock. Okay, so the number 2 is haunting me right now. There's a match here, something that you've always been looking for. It's definitely coming. It's on its way, right? And with the Hierophant here now popping out, this is an indication of commitment, legal commitment, religious commitment, right? Traditional commitment. Let's see. If that is what you're looking for, then there's a high chance with this next connection that is coming towards you. This person is on the Chariot. They're curious, but they have enthusiasm, right? This person's like on the Chariot and they're like antsy. They're antsy to know. But there's something coming your way. There's good news, right? And now we have the Knight of Swords and the Empress popping out. So the Page of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Lots of thinking about this, mental activity, excitement, right? Enthusiasm for this Empress. This person is interested, very interested in coming towards you. They really feel like they found what they were looking for, right? Someone is looking at you like you are that person that they've been looking for. So they're enthusiastic now. They kind of put a little pep in their step. And they're kind of like now kind of rushing towards you. But it's a big jump, right? It's still a big change and a big jump towards you. They're a little nervous, even though they are a king, they have a lot of emotional intelligence. So I guess they're just reading that they're nervous. That doesn't mean that it's bad, but they just, when you finally see in front of you what you've always been looking for, you could see how that can get nerve-wracking. There might be a chance at motherhood, pregnancy, fertility with the Empress popping out here, getting the ring and the baby kind of deal. Look pops out. Together we have Judgment and the Lovers. Again, a decision between two people. All these 2s, right? The Judgment is also 20, which is a 2. And the Lovers, this person could be a Gemini. This person could be an air sign. They could be a water sign. They're looking at like they're happily ever after now, and now they're trying to make the decision. They made the judgment call, right? They evaluated their feelings. If you have a lot of emotional intelligence, you let feelings go through you because you are a human being, but you are not your feelings. You are the awareness behind your feelings. So you are the awareness behind your soul, right? You're looking at yourself in a sense, and you're saying, okay, well, I have this urge of, anger coming through me, you can feel those feelings and let them pass through you, but be aware of what's happening, what spurred on this feeling, and is it valid, or are you just replaying something, on a loop that is going to keep you stuck. So when you are startled, I feel like I'm feeling the word startled popping out, by good feelings too. You have to evaluate yourself and be like, whoa, am I being stupid? Am I being blind to something here? Am I wishing upon a star too hard? Kind of feeling. But this person has done that, right? And they're coming towards you with enthusiasm. There's a perfect match here, a union. Right? Another balance card, the 2, 707 on the clock. So this is serious balance between you two. You might be polar opposites, which is the perfect balance, really. If you can get along and communicate your differences well, polar opposites are perfect for each other because you learn from one another. There's no competition, really, because your strengths are completely opposite of each other. So there's no reason to feel, like you're the shadow of somebody else. There's a balance, right? And you both trust each other. So if you don't know something, you trust that your partner can take the reins and be the forefront of maybe a decision or something. And vice versa, if this person has no idea what something is or how to do something, they look to you and they respect your opinion. So when you both respect one another and you both trust each other's judgment, the polar opposite scenario can be highly beneficial to you because you both can really level each other up a lot. But again, it takes communication because, of course, in any relationship, it's not just about getting along. You're going to argue. It's part of the deal. Your perfect match is not just going to make you happy. They are going to trigger you. And subconsciously, you chose this for yourself because there's some sort of similarity between you as a child and your caretakers and how they treated you and the person that you're with now. It could be a complete opposite scenario, or it could be very similar to how you were treated as a kid. So if you both can communicate clearly with one another and say like, hey, okay, well, like this and this triggers me, this makes me scared, whatever, this is what I need, this is how I communicate, this is my love language, whatever it is, the better you both will become faster because, again, the two ends of the spectrum will pull one another, a little bit towards me once in a while, a little bit towards you, and you'll both continue to learn new things faster. When you are with someone who's highly similar to you, it works for a certain amount of time, but then again, if you're both not growing together, right? If you both don't decide to be like, okay, we're both good at the same thing, let's grow together and get better together as a team, you might just plateau otherwise. So you have to just, again, it's all about communicating. What do you want out of a relationship? What do you not want? So there's a lot of balance here. And let's see what cards I could pull out here. So it's talking about spirit and listening to yourself, right? Spirit is singing sweet words of wisdom. Be still and listen to yourself. basically, right? Be still, be in your quiet moments. Listen to what your intuition is telling you about this person, right? Your intuition always knows, but sometimes we get so, we want a relationship to work so badly that we overlook the red flags because we want it just to work. We like almost force the relationship to be better than it is. And the whole time your intuition could be giving you signs, but if you're not used to looking for them, if you're not used to feeling them or paying attention to your own body's intuition, we all get caught up in the scenario of, you know, of something like that, and it gets us in trouble. So once you can realize, okay, well, my stomach is getting, you know, tying in knots every time I'm around this person, but in a bad way. I feel anxious every time I'm around them, or I just don't trust them for some reason. I have no idea why, but I don't trust what they're saying. But then again, you know, you can overlook that, right? Because you just want it to work. You just want to be in a relationship. You just want, they're cute or whatever it is, right? You have to be still with yourself, and the answers come with who's good for you, who's not. Sometimes you have to evaluate the people around you and reevaluate it at later times and make sure that every person that you choose to be around in your life is healthy for you, right? I think this person has been thinking about this as well. But you have to think about this too, because every time someone comes to you and asks you for marriage doesn't mean you have to marry them. But you have to seriously evaluate and try to foresee what might happen in the future with this person. It's annoying because everyone wishes they could just call somebody and get the right answer, right? Just give me the answer. Just tell me what to do, right? Just tell me the right answer. Tell me the right way to do this. And there is none. And we have to fumble and go through things to get what we want. And mistakes are part of the journey, right? But you have to learn from your mistakes. So if you haven't listened to your intuition in the past with past relationships, now is the time to do that now. Does this person make you feel calm? Do you trust what they're saying? Do they follow up with actions of what they're saying they're going to do? You know, do you feel happy around them? Do they respect you? Do you respect them? You know, whatever you're really looking for, you have to really evaluate who you spend time with. We have the Emperor popping out. So the Emperor and the Empress, there you go. In order to level up to this master level of a relationship, right? This truly stable relationship, it's about structure and it's about communication. Communication is the foundation to all relationship. So if you can do this with this Emperor, if you can understand his love language as the King of Cups, you know, he will speak his mind. It's how you speak yours as well. You might not communicate the same way. That's a big issue with people and relationships. It's not like who's right and who's wrong sometimes. It's more like, I'm not communicating the correct way to get through to my person. I don't believe that they understand what I'm saying. I'm not getting the validation of them hearing me correctly. You know, there's certain communication techniques that you could do, but if you're caught in a scenario, if you're already married, for instance, and you're trying to get to an Emperor-Empress level of, you know, a relationship, then sometimes you just got to start over. If you can't get through to someone after a while, right? The Fool. This is new. Strangely, this is new to this King of Cups. Maybe this King of Cups never really wanted a relationship. He never wanted to settle down. He was never interested in marriage, but something that he sees in you in this connection here is making him want to level up, mature, be like a dependable, practical, male counterpart, right? But it's new territory for this person, or they might have changed their ideal in what they want in their future, their ideal life. If you're coming with as a Queen of Pentacles, it's kind of a little bit, not stuck up, I'm going to say, but uptight, let's say, right? You might be a little bit uptight here. So you got to realize that if this person is kind of going out of his way, he's traveled far on this, as on this chariot to give you this message, hopefully of love. Obviously listen to your intuition if you want it, right? If you do want this connection and you do feel like this is a good connection with somebody, then you have to be a little bit more soft. The pentacles are stable and, grounded, but don't be too cold in your reception to this message. If someone sticks out their neck for you, throw them a scarf. Okay. I don't even know what that means. Okay, we have double chariot popping out, so there you go. This message is on its way. It's in the works. It will be delivered soon. So that's interesting. Double chariot. Maybe it's super fast. Maybe this connection happens super fast. As soon as you kind of collide with one another, it's just, there's no separate people anymore. As soon as you and this person, this soul, collide with one another, there will never be another separated moment again. Six of Cups. I believe we have that twice as well. Maybe not. No. They want to share with you. They want to be innocent with you. They want to feel childlike with you. You make them feel childish. You make them feel like they have a high school crush. There's a lot of nostalgia, that you're bringing up with this person, because it's like, oh, this is what it feels like. I forgot what it feels like to feel in love. I forgot what it feels like to have a crush. I forgot what it feels like to, kind of just think about someone constantly. This person is definitely wanting to share the cup with you. But again, you have to turn your back to the past and move forward. Right? It's good energy, but in order to be childlike again, you can't be innocent if you know. If you're not innocent, you can't go back to being innocent, right? But you can approach every new situation as brand new. You're not taking your past situation into the future. You're not trying to predict the future with this new situation. You're not trying to already give up on it before it starts, right? Or be wary. Lead with an open heart with it. That's what's going to keep this energy alive, of this playful, childlike, fun, lighthearted love. If you want that love, if you want to keep that alive, you have to stay light-hearted. You have to stay like radically innocent with one another, you know? You stay gentle with each other's hearts. You always trust that the other person has a good intention with your heart, okay? And if that's not the case and your intuition is completely off in this reading, maybe this reading isn't for you anyway, but if your intuition is not saying that you can trust this person with your heart, I don't think you should be investing your time with this person. But if you do and you know that you can trust them, that's how you keep filling one another's cup up. That's how you keep the playfulness alive, the sweetness alive. You know, if it dies, you have to get it back. You have to redo. You have to be sweet again, and it's kind of hard to go backwards and start again. So if you keep the status quo as sweet and gentle, and with the intention of always being that way towards one another, loving, you know, supportive, trustworthy, safe, you know, all the good words, you know, that will keep this sweet love going, right? So remind yourself, even as the Queen of Pentacles, you practical, you know, hardworking person, you get things done on your own. You might not even need someone to help you. It's not about help, it's about sharing. And it's about support. And that's what this person wants. They want to level up with you, right? You both are already really well off on your own, separately, right, as the king and queen. But when you level up to Emperor, Empress, there's more spirituality there. There's more to learn. And if you have the right person next to you, then you'll learn, and you'll continue to learn and get better and better together and separately.